Today we're going to be discussing the Adesanya versus Pereira 2 in the UFC 287, excuse me, coming up next Saturday. We're going to do something a little different because this fight, with the magnitude and the history behind it, me and Zach felt that we should probably discuss it one on like separately, and then whenever we do an episode this coming up week, we're gonna have pretty much put our opinions together, see what we come up with, see what our thoughts and all that are. So yeah, so this fight's coming up, and it's a really good fight. It's a good fight for the fans. I really don't know how I feel about it. I just feel that what we saw in the third fight, which technically the first fight because it was the first MMA fight, but they have fought previously in the kickboxing fights that everybody knows about by now, is so the story of it is just Adesanya knows how to beat Pereira, but Poatan, he just has this type of power that you just can't really sleep on. It's something else, like the way that he's able to throw that left hook. We saw him do it against Sean Strickland. We saw him do it against Israel Adesanya in kickboxing. We saw him even do it in MMA. And the last time they met, they fought each other in the 5th round, and Adesanya was winning this fight. And I feel like that's the biggest thing that separates these two guys. I mean, you see Alex Pereira whenever he stands next to like Dominic Reyes. I think he was recently sparring some heavyweight boxer from China, and you see that he's about the same size as these guys. Like he has the type of power that completely is fight changing, and it's especially with the level of kickboxing that he has, the whole resume that he comes into the fight game with, and now he's transitioned and now he's a UFC champ. It's like you really don't see like that. Usually you just see a guy with heavy hands, or you see a guy with the amount of skill, but Alex Pereira has both. And with this fight, I don't know, like I should be excited about this fight. I know that it's a huge fight, but I don't really know how to feel about this fight, if that makes sense. Like it's just, I feel like it's just, there's something really that's gonna really change much. And people look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, but I really feel like if Israel Adesanya wants to win this fight, he has to show Alex Pereira this isn't kickboxing, this is MMA. He needs to take it to the ground and submit him. It sounds ridiculous. Everyone looks at me like I'm stupid when I say that, but like I only had one other person agree with me that, no, this is exactly what he should do. Show him that he's the better, Alex might be the better kickboxer. And even then, that's even questionable, because you see that Israel Adesanya was winning the last fight, and it was mainly stand up the whole fight. Israel's winning that fight, and he just gets caught. And so it's hard to say who really is the better kickboxer whenever you have, like, in the sense of like on paper, I mean, obviously if Alex is coming out on top, then he's the better fighter. But in the sense of on paper, it's just like, Adesanya has shown to have more skills. But I see this fight being a very technical fight. A lot of guys say, like they really just want to see stand up and kickboxing, but I really don't think people are really that big of fans of kickboxing because how technical it is. There's a lot more that goes into kickboxing than just knocking each other out. And I see Adesanya, he's going to have a strong defense in this fight. I see him kind of really picking his shots. He's a counter fighter. You look at the way he won the championship when he beat Robert Whittaker, it was counter striking. When his most dominant performance against Paulo Costa was a counter strike. And I think that's what's gonna help him win the fight if he's gonna go that. I don't think he's gonna help him win the fight, but I think that's the route he's gonna go, because I think he has too much self-belief. And another like really rough way to put it, I think his ego is too big to let him go and take him to the ground, pretty much. I think that's pretty much how that fight's gonna play out, because I don't think Adesanya is gonna want to take him down. I think he's gonna say no, like I'm going to show the world and prove to myself that I'm the better kickboxer and I'm the better fighter. And so with that said though, I'm still taking Pereira. I think he wins this fight by decision. I don't think, or by decision or by knockout. Decision sounds kind of out there, but that's the reason why I'm going decision, is just because Adesanya is going to make sure he doesn't get caught again. But I think that him being too cautious of the knockout and being so much of a counter striker in this fight, I think you're going to see a lot of that from him. I think that kind of opens the door for Alex to get a decision win, because he's going to be waiting for Adesanya to give him a reaction, to get a reaction out of Adesanya's reaction. It's kind of weird, but it's a chess match the way these guys fight each other, because they fought each other 3 times previous, and so that's kind of what I expect out of that. But let me know your thoughts. I'm definitely going to be tuning into Zach's video, so check out Zach's video, see what his opinions are. His opinion is usually more calculated than mine, but let us know your thoughts. Check out his video. Please give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And also check out our Instagram at Devin the Bear. and be sure to tune in for this week's episode. We're going to be getting together. We're going to put our opinions together and see what we can come up with for y'all. Thanks.